first let us have a look of how the Indian space program, a collaborative program, mainly with US. Of course, we are almost 60 to 65 countries. We are partners, and we strongly believe the space is common for every global community. Space is not doesn't belongs to one country or one region, and the benefit should be enjoyed by every citizen, every person of this globe. That's what we strongly believe. Now, dear friends, our program, as it was told, 1962 it was started, and 1963 November 21st was the first major milestone what was achieved. The first tiny rocket, I think the left side you are seeing the rocket, it lifted off from Indian soil on November 21st, 1963. And I am extremely happy, and I have to compliment the US team. It is you who gave that tiny rocket to us, and the sodium vapor lamp payload. Sodium vapor payload came from France, and the entire thing was integrated by our team in a small church building, and finally we accomplished that mission. That was the beginning of an activity, of the space activity in the country. And let me thank the US team for the outstanding support at that point of time, what you extended to us. Then coming to next major milestone, when it comes to the application, today almost 50 space applications are there for the common man of our country in the area of earth observation, resource management, disaster warning and mitigation, telecommunication and navigation area, and ensuring safety and security of the Indians. Multiple applications are there. But 50 years back, we had not demonstrated any space application. Of course, space was there, but no space application was demonstrated in our country. And entire Indian space program, Space Research Organization itself was formed only in the year 1969, August 15. And it was August 1st, 1975, I think one of our very senior persons, Mr. Sailesh Naik, former Secretary Air Science, and he was a veteran in space program, is here. I think he will agree with me. It was 1st August 1975, for the first time, the space application in India was demonstrated, keeping 2,400 television sets in 2,400 villages of 6 states. And for that, we were not having any satellite to our credit at that point of time. And then we had to get a communication signal, and it was ATS-6 satellite of USA was given, and from that satellite, the communication signal was passed through these 2,400 television sets, and for the first time, a mass communication from space to the ground was demonstrated in our country, and that is the beginning of the space application in our country. When we look at 64 years of activities, to our credit, we have also placed 433 satellites of 34 countries are lifted off from Indian soil, including that heaviest satellite lifted off from Indian soil for USA. We have accomplished that, and in multiple areas we are serving our country. And now, coming to the future program, lot of things have to be done. And number one, we have to continue our earth observation, and navigation and communication service we have to continue. And scientific area, there are 10 scientific satellites till today, scientific missions we have accomplished, and further Chandrayaan 4, Chandrayaan 5, Mars lander mission, and Venus orbiter mission, everything has to be done. And Honorable Prime Minister has given clear direction. We are going to build our own space station by 2035, and it is going to be a 5-module construction, and the first module is going to be lifted off by 2028, and we are working towards that. In fact, we also had some discussion with WAS team towards that, and using our own rocket, we are going to have the Gaganyaan program 2027 we are targeted, and then we are working. Right now there are 57 space assets in the orbit, and this we want to increase to 3 to 4 times, and that also is one of the important targets. He has given one direction to study for crewed lunar mission, and crewed lunar mission, at least the indication what he has given is by 2040 we have to accomplish that mission. That means another 10 years we have to build that type of huge rocket. First our launcher, 1980 when we succeeded, that launcher was only 17-ton lift-off mass. capable of placing hardly 35 kg to low Earth orbit. That was like a LKG level, we started the game. But today, to accomplish a crude lunar mission, at least 80,000 to 100,000 kg lift-off mass capability has to come, huge rocket has to be built. Right now we are building developing a next generation launcher capable of placing 30,000 kg to low Earth orbit. But then crude lunar mission, you all know, it has to be 100-ton capability, class capability we have to build.